And let's all put our hands together and welcome this amazing couple all the way from my home country, Malaysia, Mr. Zahid and his amazing wife, Norli. All right, guys, let's give them a big round of applause. So awesome. Welcome, Zahid and Norli. How are you guys doing today?
Great. Thank you. Glad to be here, Gary.
Thank you for being so generous and accepting my invitation. I still remember, when I sent you the message, you just said sure, without that hesitant or without any condition. You just want to, just give something, to give something back to the society. So from the bottom of my heart, both of y'all, thank you so much for today's session. So actually, just to share with you, both Zahid and Norli, I remember I have one of my leaders, Louis. I'm sure you all know Louis, right?
Mm-hmm.
He actually told me that he knew both of y'all before Kangen. I think, was it in another network marketing company, Herbalife or something? I'm not sure.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. So I said, hey, why you didn't call them? But anyway, as we always say, the journey of life is always, very different and things like that. So maybe you, both of you can share with us, what were your early days like? How you got, and then how you got started in Kangen, and yeah, just tell us about your early days.
Thank you very much, Gary and Jeffrey, for having us today. Me and Norli. Actually, Gary said in the beginning, when he messaged me, immediately I just say, yes, we on. So because Gary is one of the person that we really respect in the industry. Oftentimes when we travel, we go to Enagic convention or Enagic meeting, Mr. Oshiro will always say, if Gary is not in the room, and what is Gary? Where is Gary? I mean, so this guy is very special. So the moment he messaged me, can you come for this interview? Yeah, I say yes. Even though we have a weekly event today, every week on Tuesday, we can delay that one. We have to speak to Gary. We have to be in Gary's interview for today's session. So that's the person that we always look up to, Gary. Thank you very much. The honor is actually ours. We are very honored to be here. Okay, you want to start for that, or you want me to start? Okay, I start. We have been in the business for 7.5 years. 7.5 years. That was early 2014. Yeah? So the story is, of course, let me just go back. My background is engineering. I was an engineer. Her background is accounting. She was an accountant. And then we worked for a short while. After 6 years of working, she quit, get into real estate. 2 years later, she pulled me out from my job to join her in real estate. So that's the kind of.
So she's the influencer, right?
So that's the kind of person she is. She cannot live without me, of course. She wants me to be together with her all the time. That's why she asked me to quit my job and join her in real estate. Okay, and we were in real estate for 14 years. 14 years, of course. In between time, people come and approach us about so many opportunities, business opportunities, and so on. And that's how we ended up with 12 companies. So before Enagic, there were 12 companies before, and Herbalife, as mentioned, where we know Louis was in Herbalife. Herbalife was one of them. So we were in 12 different companies before, and then Enagic is actually number 13. So whoever says 13 is a bad number, they are wrong. 13 is a good number for it. So number 13. So what happened was, one fine evening, a group of people came to our house. I was not home. Norli was home alone, and she let them in. I mean, she only knew her sponsor from someone. They all were strangers to us. They were strangers before, and she let them in. She entertained her, and this is Norli. She always kind to people. She doesn't like to disappoint people. Somebody wants to come show you something. Okay, come in and show, and she buys. So whatever they are selling, she buys. So how many of you would like to have that kind of prospect, easy prospect, whatever you're selling, you're pushing, she buys. And of course,
can I just hold you on there, Zahid?
yeah.
Is it she's easy to buy? Was it because of the relationship or was it because of the product?
She's easy to buy.
Easy to buy. Yeah.
Easy to buy.
Even if it's total stranger.
Yes, most of the time, she will just buy. Anybody, even in office last time, people, all these peddlers, they come to office, they knock on doors, right, selling something. She buys.
I buy a lot.
She buys. She's a good shopper, she buys. So what happened? I was not home. So when I reached home, I saw people in our dining table, explaining business. I said, "Oh, I don't want to do anything with this. I just went upstairs, so let her." And to my surprise, she said, "I'm gonna buy this machine." She said, "I'm gonna buy this machine." So how much is the machine? 12,000. Are you crazy? Our water filter is still good. I just bought it last year. It's only 1 year old. Why do you want to buy this another expensive water filter? So anyway, of course, being a dutiful husband, you kind of agree with your wife. You love your wife, right? So she wants that expensive machine, to buy it for her. She has some money, it's not enough, but I top up the money. And then, of course, the initial intention was actually to use the machine because she saw the demo. So it's very important for us to show the demo to our prospect, so they know the difference. I didn't see the demo, that's why I just went upstairs. Another thing, because of the stigma that I have, because she has been promising me, okay, I'm gonna get rich in this company. Okay, that's why I'm signing up. I'm not buying one box, or I'm buying 10 boxes because I want to go to rank fast. So this is a person. She always like to, gung-ho, wants to go do things fast and so on. And then, so the intention was actually to use the machine because she saw the machine was good. It's very scientifically backed. She saw the books, and people who came they did very good job because they show everything, the video and also the books. Look, this is actually written in books by doctors, and then so I guess the result is like this, So I guess if you are nice and good to people, God will be nice and good to you. Okay? She was always welcoming people into our lives. Entertain people. And then now we are getting this. We just cannot count our blessing because of that. Because of this lady right here. Right?
Amazing. Can I ask you one question? When you decided to buy the machine, was it a decision on the product, or you saw also the business that you wanted to do the business?
Okay. When actually Barry came with Mus and Fauzia at the time, actually Barry did all the presentation. And the first thing actually they come close to me, at first I welcome, and then suddenly so many people. I kind of, oh, why so many people? Anyway, Barry came to me and then explained me the books. And then you know what? I like books. I have a lot of books in my home. I always buy books. Some of the books I read, some I just keep. I just love books. When Gary showed me book, it's just like already half, buy to the idea this is good water because it was mentioned in few books,
Right.
It kind of like half of my heart is already there already because of the books.
Wow.
And then after that, Barry said, "Can I show you the the demo?" And I saw the demo. When Barry showed me the slide, Dr. Otto slide, the root cause of cancer, I buy 100%. I decided already from that slide.
Right.
And after that, actually, I decided already I want to buy the machine. Even as Fauzia at the time, was very surprised because it's only seeing the demo and not even drink the water.
Wow.
And after that, after the demo, Barry showed me the marketing plan. I don't trust the marketing plan at all because I have been seeing the circle for so many times. from direct selling, from LM, and from the unit trust, all have circle. When I saw the circle, I don't like it because I don't trust.
Okay.
But the product, I buy because of the product.
Right.
Yep.
So it was a product decision that you bought it.
Yes, yes.
Right. So
yeah, and I want to add one more thing.
Okay.
Can you? When after that, Berry also promoting the event. They're gonna have another 2 days. It's gonna be event because I saw the demo is on Thursday night.
Right.
The event is on Saturday. The 1-day business seminar, and they say I have this seminar. It's cost like 200, but I don't know whether they're still there or not, the ticket. And then after that, Berry made a call to Chin, and then they say, oh, the ticket is still there. I said, okay, I want. It's 200. I said, okay, I'm going. You know what? When I go to the seminar, even myself becomes just, oh my goodness, this is very good product, you know. That's it. The seminar.
It gave you more conviction, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, guys, I'm not sure. You know, they say the sound that people puts out, the words that people say, but what that makes the difference is how your brain or your mind processes the information. I'm not sure what you got from this couple, just this point alone, but something just clicked in my head, and I just want to reiterate to you guys once again. You see, a lot of people keep asking me, hey, Gary, what is the best demo? What is the best way to close the sale? What's this? Frankly speaking, there is no best. I mean, you heard from Norli, she bought without anything. She already sold. She don't need to, you don't need to be a champion salesman to close Norli at that point of time. Am I right to say that, Norli?
Yeah.
So the point is, my next question to you is, how are you going to get somebody like Norli? The greatest way you can do it is keep talking to as many people, because you will definitely bump to a Norli. Okay, guys, so remember, it's not how you, because some people keep thinking about the best method. There's no best method, because you can be the best salesman and people will still say no to you. Some people you can show, you can even bring Mr. Oshiro to their living room, they will still say no. Do you know that or not? So the point is that you just do your best. Okay, so the differentiation is the number of people, the number of times that you are presenting. That's it. Okay, that is the key. Wow, amazing introduction, Norli. Wow. Norli, can you tell me where to find another Norli? I want to get you.
It's a lot. You search your name Norli, it's a lot of Norli anyway.
but you guys are amazing. Yeah. So so at that point of time, Norli, when you saw the demo and then you bought and then you went for the seminar, were you still in a way attached to a previous network marketing, or were you doing property insurance? So you were not in any of this networking business before that?
No. I just, you know what, a lot of people call me for network marketing. And then what, actually my escape clause is that, okay, why don't you do for 3 months? And after that, you call me back. And none of them call me back after that. That's for me to play safe, you know.
Okay. To see whether they are there for the long term or not. Right?
Yes.
Oh, hey guys, that's a very good tip, guys. Take down note. You know, next time somebody call you, say, call me back in 3 months' time. Hey, that's a very good tip. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, and tell us, because when you joined in, was it 7.5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Did you join with Enagic Malaysia, or Enagic Malaysia haven't come in yet?
Enagic Malaysia.
Malaysia, yeah.
With Malaysia. So, but I think they were still fairly new, right?
Yes, but almost 2 years. About 2 years. 2 years.
Oh, about 2 years. Okay. So how long did it take you guys to reach the 6A position? And tell us a little bit, how did you do it, you know, your early days?
We became 6A in less than 6 months, both of us. I mean, we went 6A separately. We have separate account.
Wow.
And then after that, Norli became 6A 3 in 10 months.
Wow.
6A 3.2 in 14 months.
Woohoo!
6A 4.3 in 26 months. And 6A 5.4 in 44 months.
You guys brought the bullet train from Japan to Malaysia ke? Oh, lajunya so fast y'all.
So people,
very
people
good.
tell us you are good. No, we are just normal people. You know, to become 6A in 6 months is actually normal. You know, there are people who are doing it in less than in 3 months, in 2 months. There are also people who are doing it 1 year, 2 years. You know, so 6 months is normal. If you are doing less than that, you are abnormal. If you are doing more than that, you are abnormal also. So 6 months is normal.
With your being new in this business, within 6 months you all got 100 machine sales in your group, okay, accumulated. How did you all started? You know, was it a lot of home party? What did you all do? You know?
Okay, I guess we were, because of previous experience probably.
Okay.
We were good student in the beginning. We were good student. We just follow what the upline says to do, we do. And she get in she get in late February, and then it got started in late March 2014. And then by August that year, early August that year, she had already accumulated 59 machines.
Wow.
59 machines. Beginning of August.
Wow.
Then the upline came. Okay, you become 6A this month.
And I follow.
She believed that. She believed.
I'm a very good student, and I followed my outline, because my outline is kind of instruct me. Okay, this month you go CCA. Okay, and then because of that, I start do the listing. I do a list of the people that I have. So I focus. Okay, this person you give 5, this person you give 3, you can give like 10, and then I have also my personal. You know, so
Right.
I got a number. So really totally focused in August.
So by the end of August, she accumulated 109 machines. 111 machines.
Total.
You guys joined in what, February, March?
Late February.
Late February, and you hit it.
Bought the machine.
Started the business. Yeah.
Right.
The business in late March. Yeah.
But you bought the machine late February, and then it took you 1 month to start the business lah. Maybe you were trying the water or something, right?
Actually, like this. Actually, early March. Actually, I have a birthday party for my daughter, and I invited my friend. And then one of my friend came through WhatsApp group. And then when that friend is Saiful, you know, my dash 3. And then Saiful said, "Oh, this is good water." But then anyway, I'm gonna ask my wife about this water. And then about this 2 or 3 weeks after that, he was hospitalized, and he WhatsApp me, he want the machine. Only that.
Wow.
Only that. And then he's our dash 3. Our first machine.
Really a good blessing from above.
Yeah. That's
okay. So let me get something right here. So you guys start around late March. You end up with 100 machine in August, and made you into a 6A. Can I just roughly ask you, in terms of ratio, if you have some numbers, how many out of the 100 machines, how many direct sales did you all do?
Maybe.
Yeah,
20,
around 15, 20. Yeah.
15 or 20.
15 or
15. That means 15% was your effort, and the rest of the 85% was your group's effort, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Okay. Guys, listen. Zahid and Norli made 6A in 6 months, and that's considered normal, guys. It's normal. It's not abnormal. It's normal. And they did it because they got 15% effort, and the rest of the 85% was done by other people's effort. So again, guys, if you still find yourself doubting because you can't do it, it's because you are expecting yourself to do it. This business is a teamwork business, guys. I'm a bit slightly more lucky, because when I went 6A, I only recruited 3 people. So I only did 3%, and 97% was done by my people. So again, you see, leaders after leaders, I've showed you whether they are fast or slow or average or middle, but the result, the beauty of our business, which whether you like it or not, is still a network marketing business. The beauty of our business is you can leverage on others. So why are you still cracking your head trying to sell 100 machine yourself? So now I'm so thankful, Zahid and Norli, once again, you confirm 15% their own effort, 85% from other people's effort. Amazing, guys, amazing. So and I know because Zahid and Norli, I may not comment a lot in your Facebook, but I am following you guys. I'm watching you guys, you know, on Facebook, you know, and I'm always so impressed because you know, we are living in Malaysia, and we all know that the Malay community is the biggest population in Malaysia. And I've always been so impressed that you guys have one of the big, I mean, if not the biggest, okay, I believe it should be the biggest team in Malaysia where the Malay market is. So, and I saw your KBS, you know, is it Kangen Business Seminar, KBS?
Yes.
Right. So you see, I really follow your Facebook, you know, and I see, wow, all these activities. So maybe you can share with us how did you get your team motivated and moving so fast to achieve their success in the Kangen business? Because you know we are dealing with people, kan? So when you deal with people always have their ups, their downs, you know. So share with us, you know, what are some of the things that you do to get your people, you know, always on the game, you know? Yeah.
I would say event. Either we bring them to event or we make the event. In our case, we make the event. Like the biggest one is KBS, Kangen Business Seminar, which is a quarterly event. We have also monthly event and also weekly event. You know, so it's frequent engagement with them. You know, they know what we are doing, they know where we are going, and that's how they draw inspiration and motivation from what we do. Of course, we learned this event thing, the importance of event from our previous companies, that we have been in.
Right.
And the thing with event is, I guess, you are working on a multiplication, scale. It's not addition scale. If you were to meet someone one by one, that one is adding one by one by one. But if we invite people to event, like 50 people, 20 people to events, that is on multiplication scale, not just multiply your business. And that's what we are doing. That's what we are teaching our groups to do. And you know, to get them motivated, if the money comes in, they see the money in their account, they get motivated. So, that's the biggest motivation for most people that I know of. Nobody is allergic or refuse money. So they see the money. So the goal is actually to put money in their pockets, in their account as quickly as possible. You know, the moment they even sell one or two machines, they'll be happy. Yeah. They get motivation. So I would attribute this to event to get the team going. To get them to stay there. You know, some people they're going, but then they're stuck. They don't move forward. So events actually, we are building in a way our business from event to event. You know, of course, in anything, you know, your zeal, your motivation will start to wind down, the wane, and then we have event, they push it up again, and then start going down again. And we have event, push it up again. You know, that's how the thing works in this industry. And that's fortunately because of our previous experience. Of course, we didn't make money. Okay, I just want to tell you, we didn't make money in all those companies that we have been in. To be honest with you, yes, we didn't make money, but we learned something. We learned a good lesson from that. You know, of course, we never write them off as a total loss. You know, no, like the saying goes, if you don't make money, you what's the saying?
If you don't make money, you still learn something.
Yeah. If you don't earn, you learn.
You learn.
Yes.
Yes.
You learn. Okay. And that's
true.
how the saying goes. So we always cherish. We always be thankful that those companies actually prepare us for Enagic. You know, those 20 years. You know, I think we have been in for about 20 years. So those 12 companies
in and out.
So actually prepare us for this. So when Enagic came to our life, it's just okay, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. Add something?
Yeah, we gonna have our virtual KBS this October, and then we already have almost 1,300 people sign up.
Oh,
So yeah, and then for us, actually, we always really pay attention on the event. Even the number of machines is not there yet, but we know actually event will bring the number.
that's
So
true.
that's why if you don't like, wow, what this is number, how come the machine is not there yet? No, you have to have the belief the number will come. So we have, we have to be like that. We have to stay, positive. We have to motivate ourselves because we are at our rank. We have to motivate ourselves. Or not, Gary?
Yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Amazing. Wow. 1,300 people just in Malaysia alone, right?
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly in Malaysia. We have some of our group from Dubai.
Okay. Malaysia and mixture of Dubai, right? Wow.
We have translation.
Wow. That's good. That's good. Now, guys, Zahid and Norli just brought up a very, very powerful and important point. You see, again, I want to say this: whether you know it, you accept it, you admit it, Enagic is a network marketing business, and network marketing business thrives on a leveraging and multiplication and duplication system. So the way to build the business is through events. It's not about selling machines. How many machines can you sell? Can you every day go out there and sell a machine? I don't know. Maybe you can. I surely cannot. Okay. I enjoy my walk more than selling machines. Okay. So, but the events is not only helping you to sell, it helps you to build the momentum in your team. It helps to even boost your own momentum. Do you realize that when you as a leader goes to event, your momentum is being boosted up as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So it is very important. So if those of you who are listening, whether you are listening on Zoom, whether you are listening on Facebook Live now, ask yourself this question. Are you now spending 90% of your time trying to sell, close a machine, do a demo yourself, or are you focusing in bringing your people to an event? Okay, that is a very big difference. Okay, it may look like the same thing, but the result is totally different. And you are hearing it from this couple, this amazing couple that is really, really, making this business work so much for them. All right, that's number one. And number two, they mentioned something along the line about previous experience. Now, especially Malaysians, for certain reason, I always tell people, the Malaysia culture is very, very unique. I said there are so many different races, right? Malay, Chinese, Indian, Kadazan, Iban, all that. But somehow everybody has one common race, MLM race. Somehow or other, somebody somewhere in Malaysia is involved in some MLM, whether as a consumer or a builder, whatever, So now they have been in 13. I slightly more, 15. Why? Because I grew up in a network marketing family. So I also, in my case, I lost a lot of money because there are some companies, there are a lot of front loading, it's an investment scheme, there's all this money game. But what Zahid said is very true. We were actually paying our university fee for the university in network marketing. And therefore, both of them, and including myself, today have our result because of our past experience. So in fact, those wasn't a failure. Those was just a life experience for us to go through this network marketing journey. And it's so amazing. It's so, how should I say? It is a must. In a way, to me, it is a must for us to go through. So guys, if you are watching this video, and probably this is your first one or second or third one, Enagic is your first, second or third company, and you're still not seeing much of a result, it's not moving. Hey, Zahid and Norli 13, myself 15. So why are you complaining? All right. So I'm not saying you should go and do other company. Don't forget it. They have been 13, I've been in 15. We have seen so many. And am I right to say that Enagic is the best?
Yes.
Yep. Without the fact,
You got the
without shooting
answer,
down,
you know. So that's why I always say, if Enagic is your first company, you better thank God, you know. Thank God, you know. You don't need to go through all the funny, weird, losing money scam, you know, all the funny thing. You are already in the best. Okay, so then just go for it. Now, okay, so another question that a lot of times, especially now in the pandemic era, a lot of people are asking this question. You know, because before pandemic, Kangen has always been operating in a very certain common way. Like people would come to either your office, your home, or you go to their place and do a demo. Or then after that, leadership seminar or your KBS, you know, then we will have, you know, business seminar or the training. Tell us, Zahid and Norli, how can someone still do the Kangen business in these uncertain times, you know, where, like, especially us here in Malaysia, we have already been sitting at home for how many months already, right? You know, can the old way of physical demo and water sharing still work? Well, can you share some light with us? How are you guys adjusting to this new normal of doing the Kangen business?
Oh, thank you, Gary. That's a very, very interesting question. You know, we believe in every calamities there is opportunity. Okay. Right. So we can cry, we can moan, we can complain about what's going on around us, or we can do something. And this is exactly what we do. You know, we cannot just. Actually, we started Zoom pretty late. You know, everybody has started Zoom first. You know, on online, we started pretty late, and then we discovered there is a way for us to reach our prospect, for us to reach our team, which is through Zoom, which what we are doing right now. Because, you know, at our age, we are 50 plus, you know, 50 plus age, you know. So we thought this all technology for younger generation, and that's why we pick up the thing a bit late, you know. But there is nothing. It's nothing too late, you know. You can always pick up something and do it. And this is what we have been doing this for since, I think the first Zoom we had was March 2020, wow. which is right smack at the
beginning of the lockdown, right?
The lockdown, yes. So we did our first Zoom there, and then thanks to technology, you know, everything is possible now. You know, we have been saying to people, we have a work from home business. This is home-based business, and this is it. Now we are living it. Of course, previously we have to go meet people somewhere. Now, because of the situation, because of the restriction, we cannot do that. But we have Zoom, and we have been still closing machine. Our team has been still closing machine even during this pandemic period when our activities are restricted. You know, still, yes, we still can do the business, and we just have to change up here, make the decision. I think the decision, we want to move forward, we want to do something, or we just want to stay home, wait until the pandemic go away, which we do not know when. We have no idea when it's gonna go, you know. Mm-hmm. So might as well do something, learn, pick up whatever we are doing, and do it. Yeah. So, yeah.
Then the best thing, like last time we have KBS, we just converted to virtual KBS. And the best thing, last time we only tackle for the Malaysian market, and we want to train the Dubai, we have to go to Dubai. But now we do virtual KBS, all can come together. Save money, save time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great blessing, actually, if you think about it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess the point here is we really need to adapt and change.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, because yeah, you are right. You know, you can cry, you can complain, you can feel, you know, unfair, you know, but nothing is going to change. If you don't change anything, nothing is going to change. And the fact is that if you look at the whole world, Enagic sales actually is growing. So that's why sometimes when people keep throwing me all this thing about, oh, you know, they can't do this, it's because of this, I said, are you living in planet Mars? Because people are doing it. People are doing it, and if people can do it, what's so different about you, you know? So yeah, and age is not a barrier. See, guys, Look at them. This couple, obviously, they are not the techie or not the millennials, and yet they are doing it. It's just a matter of decision. You want to and learn it and get it done. That's it. Simple as that. Now, one question that a lot of people ask about this water sharing. Can I ask yours this question? Do y'all share water, like deliver water, you know? Because I'm very sure you all know about the history of Enagic in Malaysia, right? At one time, every nook and corner, there are people selling water. You know, I even seen with my eyes, one Proton Saga, the booth is full of Kangen water bottles, you know, inside there. Wow, like, can you give us some insight? What is the way that you all do? Do you all give water? Do you all promote this giving water, and how do you all do it?
Yeah, we are still doing that. Of course, during pandemic, it's kind of slowed down.
Restricted.
Restricted. We are still doing that. Actually, we actually really, you know, listen to Deden Imakali video all our show. So Deden is always promoting that, you know. So we are still doing that, Gary. Yep.
Oh, okay. As in you bring water to people's home, or do they come to your home to take, or and is there a time limit to try the water? Is there any technique that you use? Because I always hear some of my people, they or some other people, they complain, they say, Gary, you tell me give water, but when I give water, people drink, then I don't give, they don't care, and you know, all these funny things. Is there a special technique of how to give water?
Yeah, actually, we give at first when we meet up with them. Yeah, we do the demo. We give 2 bottles, 2 bottles, 2 gallon, and after that we have to make hard for them. You know. We deliver, and after that they have to come to us. When they have to come anytime, they don't want to come anytime. They have to buy the machine. You don't want to become, you know, go and bring water to them all the time. No, that's not the way.
Right.
We have to make it hard.
Because the goal is for them to buy the machine,
yes,
right?
Yes, yeah.
The goal is not for you to deliver water forever, right?
No, no.
So guys, you know, a lot of time, that's the funny thing, you know, a lot of time, because of, I don't know if this is a global or is it an Asian or a Malaysian culture that, you know, we sometimes want to be nice to people, you know, we want to, and sometimes we even justify, you know, oh, the person is sick, that person got diabetes, got cancer, so we want to make it easier for them. But again, what this couple has already shared with you guys is you must know what is your end game. What is your objective? Are you here to just do Mother Teresa's work? Nothing wrong with that if you want to be, you know, like a red crescent, bulan sabit merah, nothing wrong with that, as I always say. But if the idea is what they just shared is to close the machine, then you must make taking water from you become a little bit of a pain. Because if there's no pain, then forever, I mean, humans are like that, or no pain, no gain, then deliver, you know, or the water, you give to me, I water my flower, my plant, I wash my car, you know, they don't value it. So it's to make it a bit difficult for them. Oh, wow, that's a very good tip, you know, Norli and Zahid. Yeah, because a lot of people, you know, they, and you know, most Asians also, they actually, it's not Asia. I realize that it's a global thing. They are so shy to ask for the sale. And then they say, never mind, I'll just give tomorrow. Never mind, another day. And never mind, another day. And they end up giving for last 5 years already. Can you imagine? So again, you need to identify what is your objective at the end of the day. You may want to share the water initially, but make sure that they know that the end game is they need to buy the machine. Wow, fantastic. Good answer, Norli and Zahid. Okay. Share with us, this is also another very popular question. You know, a lot of people don't know how to introduce themselves with Kangen. So like, for example, when someone asks you what you do, let's say Zahid, you meet me on the aeroplane and I'm sitting next to you on an aeroplane, then we had a chat, you know, oh, okay, this. Then I ask you, oh, so by the way, Zahid, what do you do? What will you say? How would you ultimately end up introducing Kangen? Maybe you can give us some form of a technique that you use, if there's a tagline that you use. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, to to clarify, all this while, the thing that brought us to 5-4 is actually based on warm market. We have not had any sale to total strangers. Okay.
Wow.
But we have developed some sort of script if that is required. So when someone asks us, what do you do? I would say I'm a country distributor for a medical grade device from Japan. So when people hear the word country distributor, they were thinking, you are the main guy. You are the main guy. So I need to, what is it? It's always curiosity, right? They will arise curiosity. They want to know more. Okay.
Can you repeat that phrase again?
Okay. I am the country distributor for a medical grade device imported from Japan.
Wow. Guys, I'm a country distributor, right?
Yeah.
For a medical grade device imported from Japan. I love that. Wow. That phrase alone sudah $1 million already. Oh, that's good. That's good. Guys, I hope, guys, are you getting value from this session? Right up to now is about an hour. If you are, just put that value. Put that value for us so that we time for y'all to work your fingers, guys. Value, type their value on the group chat or on the Facebook Live if you are really getting value from this amazing couple. Are y'all seeing this, Norli and Zahid? Wow, you're blessing so many people today, man. Oh, wow. Value. Everybody tak boleh tidur already tonight, cannot sleep. Amazing. Yeah, because there are some people, they don't know how to present, and they're like, sometimes they're a bit shy, don't want to say, maybe it sounds MLM. But I really like the way you put it. I am a country distributor for a medical grade device imported from Japan. So easy, and it's so nice to hear. Okay, so when you actually tell them about this, do you pitch them about the business, or you just leave it as it is and wait till they get back to you, or is there any follow-up strategy that you do?
We leave it. We don't try to add on to that word. We leave it. Wait for the response. Okay.
Okay.
Let's wait for the response. I mean, obviously, people are curious. What medical grade device? What can you do? So they want to do that. Okay. Right. If that happens, normally if the situation permit us, okay, sure. I'm happy. I'm glad to explain to you. Do you have 10 minutes? We had always 5 minutes or 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes. Right. So, but even the request is only for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it always end up like half an hour. When they see the demo, it's half an hour or 1 hour.
Right.
It's always like that. But we want to make it short and simple. Otherwise, we just set appointment. If the situation doesn't permit us to show them the demo, I mean, we don't have to do the full demo all from A to Z demo. Just one or two cases, and probably now that we have learned few skills, we can interview them for a time. Okay, you're interested in. Do you have any particular health problem that you will find my product useful for you? So if you know that guy has a specific health problem, for example, I will just zoom into that. Right.
So are you saying that you usually approach from a product perspective rather than business?
Yes.
It's more health related.
Yeah.
I see.
That's our own experience, and most of our leaders actually come from product.
Right. So they love the product. They love the idea of owning such a wonderful device, and then later they share it with their people, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's very easy for us to hook people on product, because we know the product works every time.
Okay.
So if you get hooked on the products, I can guarantee you get the result. If I promote you the business, you have to do something, for the business to work. So
Right.
the result I cannot guarantee, because that one depends on your effort. But
Correct.
If I promote the products, I know you will get the result.
Fantastic. I like that part, the priority on the product, because the product works, right? So definitely the product will work. But if you focus on how much they are going to make, if they are not, able to do it within that period of time, they may not get the result that they want or that you can promise them. And okay, still on this topic, do you, when you introduce, okay, let's say they come to you or you go to them, when you introduce them about Kangen, do you only show them the product, or you will still also show them the referral program after that? Or how does that work on your side?
We show both.
You show both, right?
Product first, and then the business after that.
Okay. So you don't actually like qualify them whether they are customer or builder. Customer just show product. If they are builder, product, and business, no. Everybody, you just do both.
Yeah, like I said, depends on the situation, the time.
Right.
But most of the time, we show them both. Okay, look,
Okay.
do you like to have the machine for free? Who wouldn't? Okay.
Fantastic.
So the company has a referral program. That means if you refer 10 people to the company, they buy the same machine like you do. Basically, your machine is paid for.
Oh, I like that. Hey guys, are y'all getting this? The next link, after you tell them about the product, instead of sound very MLM-ish or network marketing, just tell them, hey, how about good news? Would you like to have this product for free? And all you need to do, just refer 10 people. After all, you like the product, you are using it. Refer 10 people, you get the product for free. I think that's a very good transition to go into the business talk. Fantastic. I love it, man. Wow. Guys, are you getting this? I hope your notepad is all full of answers there, You next time if you all see this couple, buy them lunch, dinner, supper, and they love durians, so buy them durians, okay? Musang King. Buy me too. Okay. Well, that's a very good point. Thank you so much for sharing. Zahid and Norli, if let's just say you guys today got a time machine and you get to go back to the day you start, is there anything you will do differently? If yes, what is it? With the thing that like now, 7.5 years later, you know all these things, you know about the potential, now you get to go back to the day you signed the form. Is there something that you will do differently?
Yeah, actually, we would like to have system for the business.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we are developing the system so
Right.
that when we have somebody enter the business, they know the steps what to do. Like before, you just do, we don't know, just like so mess up. Yeah. So
Right,
if
right.
we have the system, they're gonna go faster to
Right.
-3 and above.
Right.
So
So system is very important, right?
Yeah, it's just like McDonald's,
Yes.
You know the McDonald's franchise, when
Yes.
anybody can be there.
Correct. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
With a proper system.
Yes.
Okay. How long did it take? Just now we were talking about your KBS. So from the day you sign up, when did you started the KBS, as in your own system, your own training? How long did it take you to do that?
About 1 year. We started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So
The
1 year
reason-
later, you started your own KBS, right?
Yeah. The reason actually at that time we actually bring people to Sibu Sam Sia event.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then one occasion where I was so excited, I think almost everybody was so excited about the event. I met my distributor from Kedah, and I asked her, how is it? Because I was always excited, And then I can see a blur face. And I realized that this must be because of the language. Because the event is all in English.
Right.
And that's the moment of time I decide to have our own KBS. Yeah.
Right.
So, and then our first KBS, we have about 350 people at Grand Blue Wave Hotel.
Wow.
So, and then the highest number KBS is at PICC, Putrajaya Convention Center. We have about almost 1,000 people. So, yeah.
Wow, you guys are really hitting it hard, huh? I think if it's not for the lockdown, probably you will have to rent a stadium with 10,000 people already. Bukit Jalil Stadium.
That was the intention, We want to
Right,
build a
right.
stadium.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm very sure one of these days you guys will be there for sure. That's for sure. But you think about this, now with Zoom, it's literally like a stadium. If you and it's easy to hit 10,000 on Zoom, comparing to arranging massively with all the headache on a stadium. 10,000 on Zoom is just a button away,
That's correct. Yeah. Because previous virtual KBS, we have around 700. And then we almost double the number this one. So yeah.
Amazing.
It's true, Gary.
And would you say that people who attends your event have more clarity and get more excited over the business?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So guys, those of y'all who are watching this, whether on Zoom or on Facebook, and if you have already been in a business for some time, and if your business is not giving you the results that you are satisfied with, think about events. Seriously, I think one of the biggest missing link in a lot of people's business is events. Okay, because a lot of people tend to look at the business from a sales point of view. It's so important to meet people, prospecting, closing, doing demo. They just totally forgot about the events. So if you have a small group, it is also advisable you start some event yourself. If you don't want to start for whatever reason, please look up to your upline leaders and connect with their events, because events are really, really important. Okay, it does wonders to your business. Okay, I can't stress it more enough about this point, but it is really very important. Wow, thank you, Zahid and Norli, on that point. Tell us, this is a very popular question. A lot of people like to say, Kangen machine now in Malaysia is 14,000. Wow, 14,000. K8, 19,000. Wow, like as if. And then they are carrying a LV bag, wearing a Rolex watch, and driving a Mercedes. And then like Kangen 14,000. Wow, you can even put a golf ball into the mouth, Wow, like big impression. So when people say the Kangen machine is expensive or they cannot afford, okay, what is it? What is your response? What's your approach towards majority of people who thinks that way? What's your take on that?
Okay. Do you want me to say something which you will not get that kind of question? Do you like not to have that kind of question?
Fantastic. We love it.
Yeah, so what I do when I go to these people's house, normally they have they have Mercedes, they have BMW, they have some of them they have Ferrari and so on. They live in a bungalow, nice house. If you walk into their house, you can see they have all the good stuff. Okay, so I compliment them. Wow, you like this car? This is very expensive car. Normal people cannot afford this car. Normal people like me, I cannot afford to buy this car. You are wearing, you have LV bags, So we already set up in their mind that they like good stuff, they like expensive stuff. So they will not be questioning you this expensive. So, but if you do come across people, people ask you this kind of, which is, I admit this is a very popular question. Your machines, your product are very expensive. So I will just slow down. Okay, you tell me, which one is more expensive? 3,000 a month for the rest of your life, or 3,000 a month for 6 months? So what do you mean? So they ask, what do you mean? Okay. So if so this is where we come in. If you are consuming medication for a longer period of time, one day your kidney will have problem. Confirm. You know, I've seen this a lot. People are taking diabetics and so on for a longer period of time. So at the end, everything goes to your kidney. You know, if your kidney fails, if your kidney has problem, you have to go for dialysis 3 times a week. So that's gonna cost you 3,000 a month.
Wow.
But 300 ringgit per session. 3 times a week, that's 900. Plus the medication, that's 1,000 or 1,000 plus. So a month is going to be 3,000, 3,005 sometimes. Yeah. So that is for life. That is not for 6 months or for 2 months, for 1 year. That's for life. When you go dialysis, that's 3,000 a month for life. Yeah. Or that 3,000, you buy a Kangen machine. So it's only for 6 months. I mean, you 18 divided by 3 is 6, 6 months. About 6 months. So now you tell me which one is cheaper. Of course, you don't make it serious face, and then you just make them think, make them think like that. And we have sold machines because of this. You know, we went to this lady's house. She's an elderly. She is a pensioner. So one day she called because she was referred to us by somebody. You know, so she called Norli. You know, asked us to come over.
And bring water.
Bring Kangen water, because I heard Kangen water is good. And so she asked us to bring Kangen water.
You bring machine.
So instead, we brought the kid. So when we reached the home, we interviewed her, what happened, why are you so interested in this? Oh, I heard this, because I have this problem. And then she had diabetes, right?
Gout,
She had gout and
so many
diabetes,
things.
okay, and so many things. And then we asked, because, so how long have you taken this medication, for quite some time, Oh, really? Okay. So how is your kidney now? Is it okay? Oh yeah, doctor just told me my kidney is about to go. So we just probe her. Okay, then we just assume, okay. So before that thing happened, where do you want us to install the machine? we just assume.
We just walk to the kitchen.
And
he follow.
She will buy the machine. So so once we grab hold of her problem, we know her problem. So we just bang it on there. I mean, this is for her own good. Now she's not complaining anymore. The reason why she called us, because there was during Raya, during Raya, people eat a lot of meats, the rendang and so on. And that's how the gout attacked her. That's right. Because of that. And then we just grab, just hang on to that. I mean, that is your bullet. We just pound on that one. And then right there, she saw the machine on the same day.
Wow. I think can I safely say this, before even we talk about how to address people's concern with price, value, I think the biggest root of why you guys can do what you do is your conviction. Am I right to say that? Because both of you seriously deep inside believe that this product works.
Yes.
Betul tak?
Yeah.
I think that is the key thing. Is not about what you say, It's not about how you say it, But because deep inside you, pound for pound, that when that person drink this water enough, and in a certain duration, they will see the result.
They will get better.
So you were so confident that it will work, with not a slightest doubt that this thing won't work. You know that it will work.
Yep.
That's the reason why you have that conviction. Like she wanted water, you just bring the machine there, go to the kitchen, install it. Because you know that if this person have the thing, it will change the life. So guys, I want you all to listen to this very carefully, because a lot of people keep asking about the what to say, the technique. It is not so much about the what to say, the technique. Is the energy inside you, It's your belief system. It's what you see of that product over there, Because if you yourself not convicted 100%, it's like you are still doubting whether the thing work or not. Maybe, out of 10 people, only work for 2 people. You won't have the conviction. And the point is, when you don't have that 100% conviction, the people actually catch that anxiety in you, the doubt in you, Then okay, when I retire, when I get my EPF, when I this, then I'll buy from you, you know, all sorts of objection they will throw. But when you're so convicted and you know, it's just like some people always say this, you know, I'm not sure if you both of y'all agree with me. There are some people who say, you know, Gary, I'm not the pushy type of people. I don't like to push the sale. Now you see, the point is this, you know.
Yeah.
If you can really look at it from the other point of view, if you don't push them, they won't do it. They don't do it, they will suffer because of you. Then you say, hey, why? Because of me, because you didn't push them, and you push them for a good thing. It's just like parents, right? You sometimes when your kids are small, you push them, even they don't like it, but they will thank you at the end of the day. So I think what you all just mentioned is so powerful, because deep inside you, you are so convicted that this thing works. And therefore you are able to tell them, you know, if they continue their current way of living with medication, they're going to spend much more. And it's true. A lot of people don't realize, you know. In my way, I tell them in a different thing. I tell them, I said, hey, this is water. It is something that you have to use for the rest of your life. No choice, one, no. Right? It's not like supplements, or it's not like some other additional thing where you can choose to use or not use. But when it comes to water, it is something that you have to use for the rest of your life. So if it's something that you have to use for the rest of your life, every day will have a cost involved.
Yes.
If you need to use it, it's just like you have to pay your water bill if you want to continue using water, right? You want to continue having electricity, you have to pay for. People say, oh, can I pay now and use for the rest of your life? How can you don't pay your electricity bill tomorrow? You'll be lighting up candles in your house, right? So imagine the cost of Kangen is a one-time cost, but use literally forever. Of course, I don't want to say forever, but easily 10 and above if you don't want to upgrade it in the later time. Easily 10. And then you work out, it costs less than our favorite Malaysian dish, nasi lemak, you know. Yes. In fact, it costs lesser than a nasi lemak bungkus. Nowadays, nasi lemak bungkus also come at 5 ringgit one bungkus, you know. Can you imagine? And this is what people need to think. But again, it comes down to the point that because both of you were so convicted that you are able to, in a way, influence them to change. Am I right to say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I like that response, you know, 3,000 a month for what? 3,000 or for the rest of your life. 3,000 one time for 6 months, and then forever you enjoy and no suffering. Guess what? Do you know people who are on dialysis, they literally cannot travel because of the need of this dialysis? And I have to say this based on my experience, because of, you know, I'm not sure why, but maybe it's the Malaysian culture or what, the diet, you know, a lot of people are somehow having this diabetes, kidney problem and ending up in dialysis. A lot of people, when they start dialysis, frankly speaking, the days where they will go into the grave is very, very near already. Do you all agree? It's somehow they can't seem to live very long the moment they start on dialysis. That's my observation. So it depends on which direction you want, you know. But yeah, we are human beings. We can only tell them what is good for them, but they have to make the final call is still up to them, right? Right. Okay, so tell us, Zahid and Norli, what's your greatest advice? If let's say today in Zoom or in the Facebook Live, we have some new people who have not even sold their first machine, they just bought the machine, or they are just considering, should they come into this business? What's your greatest advice to a new person that joins Enagic or about to join, and they'll want to be like you? What's your advice to these people? What can they do?
All right. My answer is very simple. We have to model successful people. Modeling.
Right.
That's it. You shouldn't model people which is not successful. So of course your uplines, you have to choose, the one successful or not. The upline is doing nothing or the upline is doing something.
Right.
Which works. Just follow successful people.
Right.
Don't invent new ways of doing things.
Right. I want to add one more thing. I just want to see whether you all agree with this statement. Model your upline that are still active and are effective. Because a lot of upline also, you and I know, right? I don't want to go in detail on this topic, but there are a lot of upline also, different.
Yeah.
So follow those that are really still on track and doing the business. Guys, why I want to mention this is because especially when people do not have much experience in this industry and they come in, obviously they look up to their upline. But I want to tell you all this. As much as I don't want to say this, but there are some uplines that are toxic. So you must be very careful. Okay? Choose the right people. And this word choose is very simple. It's just like you're buying a house. You're buying a share, a stock market share, You don't just buy blindly. You check track record. You look at the results. You look at the person, if it's a person that you are following. Make sure that the person is still on track. The mindset is right. Results is there. And things that are, resonating with you. Be very, very careful who you are associating with, because the association will really, some people can be very positive, but because of the environment, they keep associating themselves with complainers, losers, people who keep on gossiping, they end up like that, So be very mindful who you are associating with. Thank you, Zahid and Norli, for sharing that tip, modeling your successful and on track upline is very important. Okay, how about that was for the new people? How about, I'm very sure 7.5 years in this business, I'm very sure you also have some so-called leaders or distributors who are already in the Malay language, poncet, poncet. How do you actually revive them? I won't use the word revive, maybe like get them back on track, put fire in them. What are some of the advice that you will have for people who are like this, they're already stagnant, maybe they are not just 1A or 2A, they are probably 6A. Some are even 6A too. They reach a certain level where they don't see much progress in their business. What's your advice to these people?
What's my advice? Okay. If you look at the business, Enagic business, Enagic has the most forgiving plan. we have been in other companies before. If you're not performing, if you're not producing within 1 year, your name is gone. This is what happened to the last company.
Yes.
So even though we have reached a certain rank in that business, but because she was pregnant with our first child, when she came back after 1 year, her name is gone. It's no longer there. Oh. And that does not happen with Enagic. That does not happen. So be thankful, count your blessing that you're in Enagic business. You still have your account. You can restart the business. It's no problem. You start where you left off. If you are 6A, you start from 6A. The moment you sell another machine, you get all the 6 point and commission. And this is something special about this business. Associate, Gary was talking about associating yourself with successful people. And we need to put ourselves in a positive environment, in good environment, just like any other things in life, like even plants. If you plant something on the bad soil, it will not grow, right? Right. So same thing with us. If you want to grow, we want to move forward. We need to put ourselves in the environment of people who are positive, people who are encouraging, people who are growing and moving somewhere. And the first thing to do is associate yourself with this group of people. And if we are putting ourselves in a toxic environment, we are not growing. That's the result we are getting. So we need to associate with successful people. We have Gary here. By what I mean by associating is that it's not necessarily that we hang around with them, every day. It's not necessarily that. I mean, we nowadays it's so easy. All the events, all this Zoom event or Facebook. We can be with them 24 hours a day. So it's becoming very easy. So we need to change this, to mold our thinking into the type that these people have.
Fantastic.
And that's my advice to those who have been stagnated for a while. I mean, like I said, this is a very forgiving business. You can always restart, no problem. Because you said, no, nobody's gonna ask you now how long have you been sleeping. No, don't worry. come back. Come back. You will be remembered for the things that you achieve in life, right?
Yeah.
You will not be remembered for the thing that you are down there. You will always remember when you achieve something. People will start recognizing you. People will start appreciate what you do. So always come back. Don't worry. Restart and come back. Yeah, no problem.
Right. How about Norli? You have anything to add on?
What I want to add, actually, I attended G1 training just I think last 2 months. I really very impressed with this. He said all of the billionaire actually they have a horizon perspective. What is it? Actually, we should have perspective that we are building this business not only for our loved one, our family, our close friend. Actually, we built this business for the humanity. When we have a lot of money, we can not only helping our family members, our children, we can have a lot of other people outside there. Look at now, a lot of people need food. Yeah, I remember last 3 weeks, I went to 7-Eleven to get something, something to eat, like nuts, And then somebody come to me and say, sister, can you buy me a bread? I want bread.
Oh.
Okay, I said, yeah, sure. You can take more. I said, take more. But I said, no, this is expensive. No, you can take more. And then he only take 3. That's why actually we have to have horizon perspective whereby we build this business for people.
Yeah.
Have a lot of money so we can feed so many people, not only Malaysia, maybe outside Malaysia if you have a lot of money. So when we do have that, we're going to be focused on building this business for the rest of our life. Yeah, for the humanity. That's from me.
Fantastic, Norli. I like this idea about building it for humanity. Just a few days ago, I was talking to one of my leaders from Australia. And she was telling me, she said, oh yeah, yes, Gary, those days, we don't dare to tell people about making money, we don't want to be seen money driven. We don't want to be seen. We love money. There are a lot of people who have nothing wrong, guys, nothing wrong with that kind of mindset, because everybody has been brainwashed or programmed from day one about this thing about money, like as if money is something dirty, is something bad, So, my advice to her is very simple. I love money. In fact, that's my mantra every morning. I love money and money loves me. But I say, but today, when I look at my life, I'm not making money for me. Hey, what I've already accumulated in my 40 plus years of my life can live many generations, my children, all taken care. But I still love money. I still enjoy making money. I still want to make tons of money because my money is meant for other people. So when she heard that, then she started realize that actually it's true. And you think about this, if you can't even buy your own self a piece of bread, how are you going to help people? And all these need money, so when people keep telling me, you know what, I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this, we don't love money. Hey, come on, lah. I mean, think about this. Try going through a toll gate. Malaysia, we have this toll. Sometimes the toll gate don't open, Try going through a toll gate without a single cent in your touch and go card, It doesn't open. And there's nothing you can tell them, oh, I pray 20 times a day. I'm a good person. I am this, I'm that. I'm a good father. I'm a good mother. But you don't have two ringgit 50 cents. The toll gate just don't open for you. Simple. So remember, I like that idea, Norli. Maybe one of these days we can talk more about how we can do charity in a bigger way. And Enagic actually gives us a platform to do that, where we're so blessed, right in the middle of pandemic, a lot of us, especially in Kangen, are still being so financially rewarded. We really need to thank our lucky star up there, right? and coming to what Zahid, you mentioned is very true. Enagic is, guys, again, whether you are on Zoom, whether you are on Facebook Live, if Enagic is your first company, seriously, thank your lucky star, thank God, thank anything, thank whatever you believe in. Because I have been in 15, Norli and Zahid has been in 13. A lot of programs out there. You are either in or out. That's it, Here, I always tell them, this is one company that is sleeping beauty friendly, like pet friendly. This is sleeping beauty friendly. But we do not encourage you to sleep like a sleeping beauty. But even if you sleep, it is friendly to them. Because don't even talk about high ranks. Even if you are just 3A and you don't do anything for the next 10 years, you sell the next machine, you are a 3A. You don't find this kind of thing anywhere else. That's why the last question that I want to ask them makes a lot of sense, So the final question for Zahid and Norli, what do you think of Enagic as a company and the founder, Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro? How is it different from all the 13 platforms and opportunity that you have been? Maybe you can share with some of the people who are new, or they are just checking out Enagic. Share with us from your heart. What do you think about Enagic and Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro?
How many of you still go to market? You go to market to buy fish? do you guys go to market to buy fish? Okay.
Yeah. Some still do. Yeah.
So my mother taught me,
Okay.
if you want to buy fish, go look at the head. If the head is still good, then the rest of the body is still good. You can buy, because you just lift it up and then check the head. If the head is good, then the fish is good. Okay. So same thing in this business. Look at the head. Who is the head, Mr. Oshiro? How many of you in this room have read his autobiography? Quenching the Thirsty World, something like that?
For global success.
For global success.
Right.
You read that book, then you will understand the Mr. Oshiro hearts and brain. Why is he doing this business? Why he was turning down offer from a big chain to move Enagic, to move Kangen machine through that big chain in US.
Right.
Yeah, because he wants people like us to benefit. If this is he was saying in the leaders meeting, or often he was saying in the leaders meeting, or the staff will be saying this in the leaders meeting. If Mr. Oshiro were to accept the offer at that time, we don't have a chance. We will not be here. None of us can become entrepreneur. Not here. So because Mr. Oshiro wants every one of us, to get the benefit from his product, but from this product itself, and also from the business that he offers. And that's Mr. Read that book. I really recommend. When we bought the book in Anaheim, I bought one for myself. She bought one for herself. So we back to the hotel room that night. We both read it. I almost finished reading in one night. We both cried. Why? Because we, after, when you get involved so much in the business, you internalize the whole Mr. Oshiro philosophy, Mr. Oshiro mind, and then you get the feel, of what this is. Not just a company selling machines. This is a company that changes life. Our life. If we were not doing Kangen business, I mean, I don't know where where we were right now. Because of this, so many lives change. So many lives change. And and this is the company, of all the other companies that we have been in, it's nothing compared. I remember one story. This is actually narrated to us by Sifu Bernard. He said one day he saw Mr. Oshiro was wearing this old wristwatch and using this old camera. I mean, this guy is a billionaire. Billionaire is all right. I mean, he's wearing, I think, Casio or something, very old, and he could have won Richard Mille, or Rolex, and but he was wearing very simple watch. It doesn't reflect his financial status. So when the question was asked, he said distributor. So his concern is actually about us, distributor. I mean, he has everything in life that he wants, and he can just, okay, I have everything. But his mind, his heart is on something else, on us, on distributor. How people, common, ordinary people like us, can change our life, can have a good life, not only physically but as well as financially. And this is the big difference. This is why, if you are in this business, consider yourself lucky. If you are introduced to this business, consider yourself lucky, because a lot of people out there, even though we introduce in the business, but they don't see. So right. If you are here now with us, count your blessing. This is the best. I can assure you, this is the best. And now we are not planning to retire. We are not planning to go anywhere. We will be here for the rest of our lives. So mark that. Yeah.
How about Norli?
Yeah, there's another story inside the book. Yeah, it says during economic downturn, of course, Enagic also affected. And then the management just suggesting to Mr. Oshiro, why not we just maybe retrench some of the staff, from the company. And then the answer was really, Mr. Oshiro said, no. During this bad time, actually, we should hire more people instead of retrench.
We should retain.
Right, we should retain and hire more people. Yeah, we have to help. So that's the heart of Mr. Oshiro. Yeah. That's the heart of Mr. Oshiro. Is it's really awesome. And then I remember when the first time we went to Enagic Global Convention in US. There's so many people, so many CCAs, CCAs. And then everyone who go to the stage, they say, thank you, Mr. Oshiro. Thank you, Mr. Oshiro. We can see how much love all the distributors have towards Mr. Oshiro. Yeah, that's all. That's from me.
That's true. Wow.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
Guys, are y'all hearing it from this amazing couple? If seriously, if you are, doing this, if this is your first network marketing company, you really, really need to thank your lucky star. Thank God. I personally myself has been transformed so much by this company. I have seen with my own eyes how humble Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro are. I still remember just before that's my last overseas trip, just before the lockdown. I was in Okinawa, end of February. That's where I showed I made a video of myself in AirAsia aeroplane. Nobody fight the seat with me lah. I have literally the whole plane for me. And I had a dinner with Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro together with Nick Nakao. And can you imagine? Because we had, Japanese people, they like to drink, and we had a little bit more of drinking. And can you imagine Mrs. Oshiro personally went to book the hotel room? And to be frank, it's not a 5-star hotel or anything like that. It's their own hotel. It's the Enagic hotel. We had dinner in the Enagic, that hotel in Naha City, Mrs. Oshiro could have just asked Nick, go and book a hotel for Gary, book a room for Gary. She went and do it herself, it may not be a big thing, but it really touched my heart, really let me see a couple that is so genuine, so true that, I mean, let's look at the plan. Let's look at the plan. The 8-point, for example. I mean, you really think about it from a commercial, from a business point of view, they don't have to pay us so much, right? They could have easily say 1 8-point is Malaysia ringgit now is 1,000. They could say 1 8-point is 500. They could say 1 8-point is 400. If 200, also people will be doing this business. I'm very sure. But can you imagine? So these are some of the things that we say. Justice should not only be done. Justice should be seen to be done. You can see from every action, from the heartbeat in the marketing plan, that this company is so genuine. Okay, of course, a lot of people say, oh, there's some flaws, the management has this, how come is this like this? Guys, there's no perfect company in this world, seriously. There's no company. Give me any company, even Elon Musk company, even Apple is not perfect, guys. Okay, so there's no such thing as perfect. But what Zahid say, hey, and Zahid, seriously, thank you so much. I never know, because lately, if you follow my Facebook, I've been cooking a lot. I love to cook. I found my new passion. I didn't know when you check the head of the fish means the whole fish is good, you know. I didn't know about that. Okay, so next time I'll try it. I'll go and check the kepala first. So yeah, what Zahid mentioned is very true. Discount away all the average or the flaws of the company. At least I know one thing: when I go to sleep at night and I wake up the next day, this company has my back, you know. And the owner, Mr. and Mrs. Soshiro, you know from their heart, their action, their entire approach to this humanity, life-changing experience, they are true and genuine. So for all of you who are listening on Zoom or on Facebook Live, do really consider this. If you have not joined or you are doing it and you are half-hearted, look at this. If you have not read this book, go and get the book. It's a personal biography of Mr. Oshiro. It is the only book that's written about Mr. Oshiro. Go and read it. You will hear the heartbeat of this amazing couple. Okay, so guys, as much as I want to share and bring out more goodies, golden nuggets from this couple, because I put in 1 liter of Kangen water in me, and I really need to go. I don't know about you guys. Hey guys, you all don't need to go for toilet break. But I really need to go shortly. Okay, so that's the side effect of drinking Kangen water. Okay, anyway, guys, first and foremost, I'd like to say to Brother Zahid and Sister Norli, thank you so much. Although it's just 1.5 hours, and although it may seem normal information you shared, I guarantee you somebody somewhere out there has benefited tremendously from your sharing today. You have blessed so many people's lives. You have touched so many. You have opened up. You have given so many people an aha moment. That many years from today, somebody will be saying, you know, that day 10 years ago in 2021, I forgot the name, but it was this couple that shared this, and I do this, and today I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm telling you, this will happen, because what you have shared came from your heart, and it is really blessing a lot of people's lives. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking your time today to share all these golden nuggets with us. I know you're very busy. You have a big group to handle. I look forward to future association. We can work on more things together. And Zahid, remember we talked about the athlete and the influencer market. Let's make that a reality. I'm very sure we can do something great together. So before we end the session, Jeffrey, are there anything on the group chat that people are asking? Because I really need. If not, I'll have to wet the floor right now here.
There's no question on the floor,
really
Gary.
Full. Okay, Jeffrey.
Yeah, there's no question on the floor, Gary.
Oh, no question. Wow.
Wow.
Means Zahid and Norli means everybody is so immersed, you know, immersed with your sharing today. It's truly a blessing. It's truly I'm very grateful that you guys are able to be here and share with us. I welcome you all to continue to attend our sessions. We have this interview with the stars once a month, every month. And I guarantee you I'll be getting some very good speakers that will share their story, their pain, their success, and their lessons. So the ultimate aim is to benefit as many people as we have been so blessed with this opportunity with the people around us, with Mr. and Mrs. Soshiro from Enagic. That's our greatest objective, is to bless as many people. Okay, so Jeffrey, maybe we can let me just see the viewer's screen. Okay, Jeffrey, maybe you can turn on everybody so that we can give, all of us can give a big thank you in your own language to this amazing, beautiful couple, Zahid and Norli.